Hi guys, are you looking for a job? Are you looking for a way that you can get to people who can give you a job after school? I've been having conversations with students who are about to graduate or students who have graduated and have found that getting a job is one of the concerns that they share. They want to know, how will I get a job after school? And I had the same problem when I was finishing my high school and I was wondering, how am I going to get a job? But if I was going to get a job again, this is how I would approach it. If we haven't met, my name is Ashire Songa and I'm an entrepreneur and software engineer from Rwanda. The first thing that I see that many people share is that when you ask, which job do you want? Many people will tell you, any job you give me, I can do it. They will tell you, if you get any job, just call me. But I found that that is one of the things that keep you unemployed. You have to know exactly what you want. And the first way to know what you want is to know what value you can provide. Do you know the value that you can provide to the job that you are applying for? Do you know any value you can provide from just the skills you have or the things you know? That's the first step you have to take. Evaluate yourself and find out which value you can provide. Understand, don't think in terms of a job and think which job can I do. Think in terms of value. What value can I provide to any organization that will hire me? Can you maybe help them improve their digital presence? Can you help them improve their website? Can you help them? Anything that you can help them with. Just think in terms of the value, not in terms of a job. Because I've found that we always try to look at the jobs that are available and we find that we don't fit. But even though we find that we don't fit, we have so many skills that can be helpful to different organizations. But because you keep looking for one job, one specific job, you don't find where you can fit. Just look in terms of the skills, knowledge, and value that you can provide and make a list of those values and choose a few of them that you want to focus on. Which value do you want to focus on? I have a friend and he knew a lot of things. He knew how to edit videos with Premiere Pro. He knew how to make graphics from Illustrator. He knew how to use Photoshop to edit and make graphics. And he has chosen one of them to focus on as the value he's going to provide. Now he's doing well. You too need to know which value you can provide. After you know which value you can provide, you have to understand how you're going to provide that value. We always think in terms of a job. Oh, I need a job. I need to do this. I need this and this and this. But you need to know this value I have. What are the ways that I can provide it to the world? Can you find a job? Can you find a job where you can use that value? Can you build a business where that value will be useful to the world through your business? Can you build a freelancing job? What do you need to make your value work for the world? Find out what that delivery method is. How are you going to deliver your value to the world and understand that. Understand what are the ways you're going to use to get your value to the world. It's not always a job. Sometimes you can do better than job. You can find that you can be a consultant depending on what you know, the experience you have, or different things. You can find that you can maybe fit if you find that you can do good at digital presence. You can find that maybe your value will be good if you start a channel and start teaching the world. You can find that maybe you will be good if you become an influencer. You will find different ways that you can be able to provide your value to the world. And after you understand different ways you can provide the value to the world, let's say you found that you need a job, as many people try to find a job to deliver their value to the world, and you found that you need a job. The third step is to find places where your value can work. Don't look for places or companies that are hiring for the job that can work as well, but look for the companies that need your value. You can make websites for companies. Look for companies that need websites. They might not be hiring for a web developer now, but you see they need a web developer because they need the website, and you can make a proposal and send it to them. That's one of the things you can do to get a job. But don't always wait for things to come to you. Don't wait for them to send out applications. Just apply whenever you can. Tell them, I can do this for you. I see you need this because of this and this. I can make it work for you. If you do this, if I do this for you, you will get this back and I will get this back. We can work together in this way. You need to understand all of that. As when you are applying for a job, I take it as how you start your company. I think most of the steps are somehow the same, because when you are building a company, you also have to know which value my company is providing and how do I deliver this value to the world. How do you make money from this value? And you need to go to your clients, even though they are not hiring now. Convince them how your company will deliver value to them. So as a person looking for a job, you need to do the same. Go to people, tell them, I see your company need this and I can provide it. Ask them, can you hire me to do this? Or give them a trial and show them whatever. You have to learn about all of that, how you do it. That's another thing maybe we can talk about next time, how you acquire those skills you need to be able to convince people and all that. But I'm just telling you the steps. At first we saw that you need to know the value you can provide, understand it, what that value can do to the company, what that value can do to the world, to other people, and then look for a way that you can deliver your value. Can you have a job? Can you build a business? Can you do a freelancing business? Whatever you can do. And the third step was to find places where your value is needed and ask them to give that value to them. That's the last step. Reach out to them. You can use your email, you can use your phone, you can go to their office, you can meet them anywhere, meet them in events, go to LinkedIn, go to the internet, find people who need your value. Those people who need, maybe you're a web developer, you see a company that does not have a website, reach out to them and tell them, can I make a website for you? They say, maybe we don't need it now. And you tell them, if you need it, just let me know. Reach out to like 100 companies, asking them that. I'm sure that you cannot reach out to 100 companies and not even one of them offer you something. They might offer you what you don't want, but they offer you something. If you keep doing it, just don't think things will come to you by accident or someone will hand them over to you. Just do your best, find out where things are happening and go there. I see people who don't want to attend events. Events are a good way to meet people. If you want to meet maybe the minister, there are events where the ministers are and you can go there for free. No one is asking you to pay, and go and meet those ministers. I see it a lot in Rwanda. I've met them in a couple of events, and it's always easy to talk to them when you meet them in person. You can meet the CEOs of companies you want to work for, but I see most people who are afraid to reach out to them. So if you are afraid to reach out to someone who can give you what you want, don't say, I don't have this because of that reason and that. It's your problem. You have to look at yourself, analyze yourself. What are the problems you have? You cannot say, I don't have a job because I cannot send an application letter. Why don't you learn how to write an application letter? Why don't you learn how to write a CV? Why do you need to wait for someone to come and do that for you? You can learn it. You can use your phone. You don't need a computer. You can use your phone, go on YouTube and see how to write an application letter. You can go on YouTube and learn anything you want. You can go on Google and search for anything you want. You can go and search for any template of the things you want. You can learn how to reach out to people, how to get their contact. I see so many people who have contacts, even the big people. As you see, when the internet started, most people did not know how to secure their contacts. Most of them, you will find them online, even though it might take some tricks to get it, but you always get a way to get the contact of someone. You might not find their direct contact, but if you reach out to the people who are their friends or people you know, I see someone who knows someone who knows someone. That's the way the network works. But if you reach out to those persons, you can be able to get to the person you want. But always try your best, use all the tools that you can get your hands on to be able to reach out to the people you need to reach out to. Don't make any excuse that you didn't meet people. Go and meet them, and they say no, but don't fail to ask them. Just always try, find out the value you can provide. When you meet people, talk value. Don't say I need this job. Say I need to do this for you. I can do this for you because you need it for this way, in this way, and I can do it for you. Once they understand the value, they need it, they know they need it, even though if they might not know it, just make them aware of it. Just reach out to people in that way, and you need to understand your value. That's very, very important. You need to understand your value, understand how you can provide it, and then reach out to people who need your value. Don't wait for people to put out job applications. Just reach out to anyone who needs your services, whatever service you can provide. And when you do that, I can assure you, you will have 99 better chance of getting a job than someone who is not doing that. And if I was going to start applying for a job, that is what I should do. That's how I should go about it. When I finished my college, I didn't want a job. I didn't want to get a job because I thought my company would be enough to sustain me. Unfortunately, it was not, but I was able to get a job after. And one of the things I saw that helped me get a job, for me, it was the network. First, it was the network, and then second, it was the skills that I have acquired over time. In the past 4 years, I have acquired a lot of skills that I believe helped me get to where I am today. And that's another last advice I can give you, like a bonus. Always try to acquire skills. You don't have to think, where am I going to use this skill? Just acquire any skill that you can get your hand on. Acquire communication skills, debating skills, any skill that you can get your hands on. Mostly soft skills, what we call soft skills, acquire them. They are very, very important. And when you do this, you have better chance, 99% chances of getting a job than someone who's not doing these things. I wish you a good luck in your job hunting, and I'll see you in the next video.